Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Najwa Husseini with Azadi News. Soldiers court-martial Myanmar's latest sham, say Rohingya groups. Internal conflicts in Burma harm Rohingya return efforts. Burma's young jade miners mourned. Rohingya rights groups have denounced the recent court-martial of 3 Burmese army officers as a miscarriage of justice and another of the country's sham attempts to mislead the international community. The 3 officers were convicted on June 29 for the 2017 massacre of Rohingya people in the Gudapay village of Arkan State's Buthi Dong Township, where 5 mass graves were previously uncovered. The group reiterated its demand for a transparent and impartial probe into the crimes against Rohingya in Myanmar by a competent international independent commission. Similarly, in the 2018 trial by court-martial, 4 Burmese army officers and 3 soldiers were sentenced to 10 years in prison for killing 10 Rohingya men in the Indian village of Arkan in 2017. But later, the perpetrators were released in less than 1 year, whereas the 2 Reuters journalists who exposed the massacre were detained for more than 16 months before they were pardoned following global outcry. Rights activists have long maintained that the Rohingya community will never get justice from Burma's justice system under the Aung San Suu Kyi administration. Foreign Secretary Masoud bin Mo'min on Sunday said that conflicts between the Burmese military and Arkan army in Arkan are not helpful for building confidence among Rohingya people to go back to their home. Conflicts have created instability in Rakhine, he said in an online discussion organized by the Center for Research and Information in Dhaka, justifying the government's decision for sending Rohingya people to Bhasan Char. The Foreign Secretary said that the congestion in the existing camps in Cox's Bazar has created risk involving security situation, human trafficking, and smuggling of drugs. Refugee Relief and Repatriation Commissioner Mahbub Alam Talukdar said that measures were taken to extend COVID-19 test and treatment facilities for Rohingya people and local people in Cox's Bazar. COVID-19 pandemic situation has also created uncertainty over starting the process of Rohingya repatriation, he said. Bangladesh has been hosting more than 1 million Rohingya people for years as 2 attempts to launch the repatriation on the grounds failed since the signing of agreements with Burma over 2.5 years ago on sending them to their home in Arkan. University student Samin Tu traveled hundreds of miles from home in February to work the jade mines of northern Burma in search of gems that might transform his family's modest fortunes. Instead, they offered funeral prayers for him there on Saturday for the 21-year-old, one of more than 170 people killed in a landslide on Thursday. The miners were hunting for precious stones in Hapakan, the center of Burma's secretive billion-dollar jade industry, when a wave of mud and water crashed onto them, entombing them under a layer of mud. More than a dozen miners were cremated in Hapakant on Saturday, while 41 were buried in a mass grave. 77 were buried on Friday. Thursday's disaster, the worst in memory, highlights the perils of the trade, which draws impoverished migrants from across the country seeking to make their fortune. Myanmar supplies 90% of the world's jade, the vast majority exported to neighboring China. Rights groups say the industry is riddled with abuses. Scores are killed every year. This is today's news. To get more updates about Rohingya, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell. Visit our website azadinews.org and follow our social media accounts. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.